Okay, so good day, guys. This is another video on how to make this robot, this cartoon robot. So here, this is like a it's just like an unfinished project, but what I'm basically doing here is just creating the using shapes to create the robot from the image. So as you can see, I'm using a sphere. Then I scaled it up. I scaled it down to fit the size of the robot head, and I duplicated the the one I'm using for the head, the scale I'm using for the head, like the sphere I'm using for the head. So it just basically here I'm just basically because if you see the image of the robot, you see that it's just sphere and cylinder that makes up that robot. Sphere and cylinder. So it's just basically taking spheres and or round shape like a sphere, basically taking sphere and duplicating them to make robots. That's one thing I brought this tutorial up for this. That's why I particularly chose this robot, this robot um, figure for this tutorial. Well, in the next tutorial I'm going to be using something more rectangular. So as you can see, basically the head is a sphere. I duplicated the head to get the body. I scaled the body down. That is the torso part. I scaled it down. Then the palm, I duplicated it from what I used to do the feet, because the feet was also gotten from the body, the torso part. The feet was gotten from the torso, which to make the shoe, and I duplicated the torso to get the palms of this robot lady. Now I'm using a cylinder for the arm. So once I do this particular one to an extent of the one that is already made there, there are two figures here. One is uncompleted and I'm working on one now. So once I get this one to the level of that one, I'll continue on that one. I just did this one so you guys will know how I started. So once I'm done with this one now, I'll jump to the other one. Okay, yeah, so now I'm here. The eyes basically was done from his sphere too. So as you can see, I duplicated the eyes and I turned the position, the rotation, I put it in opposite direction. The rotation on y on the one of the axis, I think that should be z axis. I put it on, I put minus in front of it, so to go the opposite way the other eye was. So now I'm duplicating the nose from the eyes too. As you can see, I duplicated the nose from the eyes. All of them are basically circles. So this could have been a lot more and much more faster and interesting if it were to be on a higher software. But all good. This can do the job too. Just taking a little bit time. So as you can see the arm. I'm using a cylinder for the arm. I scaled the cylinder down, increase the length a little bit, I scaled it down generally, and I'm using it for the arm. Now if you can see, you see the robot also has fingers in the picture, but those fingers you guys do them with spheres. You can do them with to make it okay. I think the nearest one to them is cylinders, to make cylinders narrow. And if I should scale the cylinders down to make each finger, it will make the video much longer. So with these steps, I believe you guys understand the concepts of this. Just the concept of this robot, this cartoonic robot figure. So when you are modeling, when you are doing it, everything around you is just squares, um squares and circle, cylindrical, all the basic shapes. Everything just made out of shape. Like you are looking at your phone. If you're looking at your phone, you just need to, when you want to model a phone, you know you are going to use a square, a cube to model a phone. When you want to model a ball, you know you're going to use a sphere to model it. But when you're modeling a table, a chair, you know you use cubes. So everything is just about shapes. It's just how you see things, like, and how you can be creative enough to produce it. So sorry for the background noise. Pardon me. So you guys just know the concepts, the basic things you that needed for this, the modeling of these. Pardon me if you can't hear me well. Pardon me if you can't hear me well. Just pardon me if you can't hear me well. So now let's talk about texturing. If I should texture it in this whole video, it will take a lot of time. So this is the one I've already made already, like the first one I modeled. So now I'm looking for a yellow texture to put on the face. Now I'll put on the hand. I just do that basically everywhere, and you can see the antenna on the head is blue. I've done that already. You can either use picture texture or you can just use paint. Thank you for watching this video. Ask questions.